Hello and welcome to MEIOU and Taxes. We have released a new version, Alpha 29, recently. And what I want to use my time for this time is to, well, show you the first years of restoring Rome. So we are going to play as the Eastern Roman Empire, or the remnants of the Roman Empire, which is probably the hardest campaign that you can play here. So if you can master Rome, you definitely have understood how the mod works. Many make the mistake to say like, oh yeah, let's just jump right into a mod I don't know and play something really complicated. And so they will fail miserable because Rome isn't easy. You really need to know the mechanics and how everything works to restore Rome here, which we are going to, or at least I'm going to show the first 15 years roughly, until you are back on your foot, so that you can restore Rome from then onwards. So, because of Rome would be all of the Mediterranean, to make a Mare Nostrum here again. But the key part here is to get the course back here in the Greek parts of the western parts of the empire, or the core parts of the empire, and then from there expand further forward. But I'm going to show how you can survive the first years and not disappear in history. So we are going to just start regularly here, and what we need to do is we have to prepare for the war with the Ottomans here. So what we're going to do is definitely make a spy network, even though we are only going to need it in about 10 years from now. Pretty much exactly 10 years. So that's all good. And what else do we want? Where do we want to collect? So we do have provinces here. Doesn't really matter because we don't have provinces anywhere. So let's maybe put it here. So, and that's trade already set up. But we do need an alliance partner for the war against the Ottomans. One of the good choices that you can actually get is Genoa here. So what you're going to do is we're going to improve relations here, and we're going to try to get an alliance eventually. What also can't hurt is to increase relations with Venice here, so that they don't do anything weird. We are going after Serbia right away, so we're going to make a spy network here, and we're going to keep the last diplomat free. Now, we don't really have an army. It's our king. Yeah, the heir is okay-ish, so let's check what stats we get here. That's okay for fights, but ideally we get someone with siege. Like this, perfect. So we take this guy here. Of course, if you don't get a siege guy, it will be possible without. We do get the siege ability person here, and we are going to boost up military because we want to get ahead in technology if we can. So in 5 years, or in 4 years actually, we would be able to get this without additional costs, despite from the commercialization increased cost, but we're not going to worry about that right now. And we do get the centralized state decision for now. And now, about the war against the Ottomans, for which we have to prepare, I'm going to move the fleet already here because we are going to go to war with Serbia, is that we will try 2 tricks. Either we can trap the Ottomans here on Lesbos, for which we are going to make a fort. It costs us most of our money though. Or we have to just defeat them properly. And maybe we get lucky with Lesbos here so that we can trap them there. That would be ideal. But if not, it's still possible with the help from Genoa eventually. Yeah, so now what we want to do is, because we start at 20 war exhaustion, or 19.9 here, that we don't really want to be at war a lot, but we want to expand as much as we can. And the best options for expansion here are the Western Balkans Balkans, which are currently in a war here. So everybody is at war with everybody here. So Serbia, Epirus, and everybody. And luckily for us, these are all our cores here. So what I want to do is I want to jump on Serbia right away and get these cores here. So I'm going to talk about that, how we can do this in a second. What we also need is a third army, or troop at least. We do have 2,000 infantry, so let's get 1 cavalry here, for which we need 90 days though, so we have to wait for this. And if you get lucky, we can get more, not more troops, but more stuff. Ah, the download finished from Steam. So we're going to pick the Ottomans, of course. We're also going to pick the Saru. Can we pick Saru? Gamian, we don't care. Aidins? No. Mentisheets? No. Okay, so we are going to pick these other 2 Beyliks here. Because they can't reach us anyway, so that's free. And now I think we are almost ready to go. Good to go. What also we need to do is, we do have 3 things which are really terrible for us. So we have high state reach, so we are very bureaucratized here. Also, we can remove this fort, we don't need it. So we have a lot of bureaucracy, but we are relatively poorly reformed because the Roman state is in a desperate state. Instead, what we are going to do here is we're going to put our precious points into nothing here, but we're going to show devotion here to get the loyalty of the clergy up. And we are also going to buff up the aristocracy because we are going to need it. So we're going to give them concessions. I think we also... Do I want to do this though? Probably not, but we are going to... Oh, we should also not do this one because we need legitimacy. Problematic, all of this. So let's do a royal marriage instead here. Even though that gives them a bit of power, but that makes them stronger, but that doesn't matter here right now. What we need to do eventually is reform and get our bureaucracy under control. Also, our missions will help that. So we do have the kind of missions here like the Drive Them Back here, which has parts of Roman society grows more united, which will get rid of some penalties that we currently have. We have the Fear of the Turks, which is going to disappear on its own. And yeah, this societal malaise, that's exactly the one which we can get rid with the missions. So we get less loyalty from the nobles with this one, but we also have a penalty communication efficiency, which means autonomy in the end. So that's what we need to work on. That's also why we pull up centralization to have more autonomy reduction from there. But now let's get started and hope that we get lucky with a certain event, which is not this one. That's a standard event that we are part of Anatolia. We lost our rivals here, so let's pick Karamenis next here. Because sometimes you just go with standard settings here. We could change things like how much money we spend on military and so on, but we don't want to this time at least. Or not, at least not right now. So, what we hope for, we are not going to invest anything into our provinces here, so don't click anything here. We can do this when we have reformed. And sometimes Genoa asks for trade privileges. If they do, we grant them, of course, to get the money from there. And we do have positive income even, which is good. And if we have the... So we are going to loot stuff here. And then we have the money. We are going to buy galleys here because we need more fleet against the Ottomans later on. Okay, our troops is done. So we are going to wait one more tick here. Until now, we're going to declare war here. Of course, we go for Serbia, of course, with the reconquest here of Struma. We don't care that they have more troops than we do, but they have a lot of separated troops. So what we do right away is rush for Velbast here to get some war score from there. We go for... Let's go medium looting, because most of the stuff that we are going to pillage will end up in our hand here. Oh no, they are there. Ah, that's bad. So we move here to Skopje instead. Are they fighting us here? That shouldn't... I mean, these guys will also be in there, so that's interesting. Oh, they are not fighting with the others. Okay, that's unnecessary losses that we took here. We could have gone through here without... Oh, we got a good trade though. So we just want to siege this one down because that will give us enough war score probably. To take these provinces when Serbia reconquered those. If Serbia doesn't reconquer those, then we also just declare war on Nemanjici here, or Thessalia. They want a white peace, but no, I'm not going to do this. Yeah, they don't have the troops to siege us, so that's good. Okay, we got a wall breach here, so that's really good. The problem, of course, is that we are going to get massive amounts of war exhaustion from these wars. We do now do the improved relations here. And also the autonomy guy here. Yes, perfect. That should be worth it. So we just need to hope that they don't want to fight us. Kidnapping of Halil. Of course, we want a truce with the Ottomans, so let's do this. Won't really change much, but still better than nothing. Okay, and there we go. Looted. And there's another thing we could try here, is by vassalizing Serbia. And I think I'm going to do this in this campaign. So you have two options. You can either vassalize Serbia, or you could take the course here. Vassalizing Serbia is, of course, nice for the war with the Ottomans. So let's try to get this one done. I think the quicker path is going after these provinces here. If we can. Not sure if we can, but... So let's see. Because the benefit here that we currently experience is that Serbia is losing against Thessalia here. At least it looks like it. So that's the benefit here. That doesn't necessarily have to happen. This war is, most of the time, Serbia will be winning. But it will take a while. So there are many options here. So let's generate a bit more war score here and see if we can make this work. Ah, we're still at 57 though. And we would need to fight this one here. But we got quite some cash. So what we could consider is hiring at least one merc unit to then fight this army here. So let's see if we can want to do this. Mercs. Where are you? 1 infantry. We could get even 2. But I think 1 should be enough. So let's get 1 merc, loot this one, and move here, group up, then try to... Ooh. That's a lot of units. Okay, they're retaking that stuff here. So that's good for us, I think. Oh, don't go here now. So, get out of here before something happens. So we move here, and then we move to Poroi. Okay, perfect. Then we can move up again. Let's switch the song that's not Roman-like. And yeah, we're getting closer. So let's do it. So we will aim for the vassalization here. Come on. Okay. And Serbia is trying to retake here. Now we have two options. We could try to fight here, or we fight on our terrain. We do have a benefit here. So we get better dice rolls. So we can switch into the other general here, our leader. This guy. And let's do it. Let's try to fight this. Get some war score from this. They probably... or they might move. Oh, they didn't. Okay, that's good. So we instead go to... we're going to try to fight on Skopje here. Fight Serbia right away. And now they move here. Wait a second, we don't get a truce? No, we do have one, yeah. Okay, and let's try to fight here. Ah, that's going to... that's not gonna work. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. And we do have a military benefit, but we don't have the troops. Yeah, that was a mistake here. So let's get out of there. That was costly. Seed Prelapse, Trumer, Melnik to... yeah, we could accept this. Is Prelap also a core? Claim. Do we want this as well? Is it the right culture? Bulgarian. So that's not... probably not ideal. I would like to vassalize though. It's going to be very costly there. Now let's go for the vassalization. Let's fight this out. We do have enough strength for this. This one is a problem there now. If we lose Skopje... I think we go out here. We can still vassalize Serbia later. So we just take our provinces here. It was worth a try. And get some money. Perfect. Take this. Get our troops back here. And then we attack Thessaly here. At least if we can. If we can't, we have to think about other things. Ideally, Epirus takes everything, because then we can attack Epirus instead. Still have a little bit of money left, so can we recruit another galley? Yes, we can. Actually, we can get 2. Perfect. Although that almost makes us broke. So we do have cores here in Sumen and everything to the south of that. So of course, we are going to do this. These are Sarah's troops. So let's go for Sumen immediately. Let's take what we can here. Arwen and Sarah's will join, which is okay. So let's go in there. Why did we go back to that same song again? Medium looting here. Ooh, they have true. So... we do... I have no idea what happens if we do Halil. Let's do this one instead. Okay. Go the usual way. But we are going to lose a naval war here. That's unexpected. Apparently they start with more troops than normally. And now we have to... Oh, the war with Serbia is already over. That's problematic for us. At least a little bit. So, Genoa. I think we should have stayed here and keep improving, but we should send another person so we can cancel this one. So now we want to curry favors with them as much as we can. And we have to get to an alliance, but they still don't like us. So we have to think about what we can do to improve relations to them. That's why we stay on improve relation here. And let's curry favors when we can. Come on. Maintain. Here we go. So we can go here. Wait a second. Ceres, is it? Ah, they are retaking Thessaly here. So when this one falls, they will probably annex Epirus here. And maintain as well here. The problem is that we have to fight them here. Which means that we have to take... Yeah. We have to risk fighting here. We're out of manpower there. But we do have a military advantage because we are one tech ahead. And we do have the defender's advantage here most likely. The battle will begin here. Due to the lack of control of the hostile force, the Manchik army will be the attacker. Yes, exactly. So they have the... They are worse off. Yeah, that was to be expected that they also join in. But they have -1 and we do have a decent leader here. So can we pull it off? Please. Come on, come on. Come on. No! We can't make it. No! Come on. Ah, that's not good. No, Hungary went after Serbia. That's also always a problem that we always have to face. And accept. Yeah, and now Moria raised its troops. Great. Great. But that gave some breathing room to the stuff here. I mean, war exhaustion is just a number, so we just go back here. And ideally, we are going to siege down Thessaly now. So we move everything in there. Because maybe we can save Epirus and then go after Epirus on our own. But we go into this guy here. Where is the fleet now? We are going to get 2 more galleys, so then we have no problems with the blockade. I have to say this run was a lot worse than my test runs that I did. So that's quite funny. Yeah, okay, we are going to move in here as well. So we have the blockade as well. We don't. Why do we not have the blockade? There's so much development that we can't blockade it, really? Or maybe with the other galley here. Yeah, there we go. Now it's blockaded. -7, come on. I just want to take everything if we can. Just our course here. No. We're not going to accept anything here. Come on, supply shortage. Lucky for us, they don't want to fight us. So that's good. Probably it would have been smarter if we just waited until they re-sieged this one and then just moved in instead of trying to fight them. But well, no risk, no fun, right? Next step for us is to get money and recover from these wars and prepare for the Ottomans. We don't have much time left, so that's a problem. Okay, I had to go back a bit because I forgot some critical parts to do. And am I recording? Wait a second. Yeah, we are. So yeah, I forgot to build ships, so that's very important. We need enough galleys and to defeat the Ottomans here. They will usually have 5, so we need to get more. We do have currently 3, so we need more, two more galleys, which we can afford after pillaging Thessaly here, and that's still enough time afterwards. And that's exactly what we need to do, and I forgot about that, so I was too busy fixing all the other things that I'm going to talk about. So yeah. And yeah, that's why I had to go back, because when I noticed that I forgot to build ships, it was already too late and the war was too close. So let's siege this one down, loot it. Now we wait until Epirus falls. Could even speed it up probably by going here, right? No, we are not going to blockade it then, so that doesn't make sense. And oh, come on. Really? Why do we have these bad events now? But well, noble loyalty, we can afford this because we are going to get 1 round of noble interactions before we go to war with the Ottomans. Okay. Finish it, please. 35% chance. There we go. So let's go to... I think we need to fight here. Yeah, we need to fight here. There we go. Good. So we take this one now. And then we fight in Thessaly itself once. There we go. So we go here now. And fight them once for real here. Ooh, that's closer than I like. Yeah, that's closer than I would like. Oh, ugly. I think we need like 50% to make a peace deal here. Let's see. Hey, pause. Why doesn't it pause? I want. Probably because I need to tap to Windows once. Sometimes it screws up the keys. Yeah, now I can unpause with space again. So let's see. Almost. In the worst case, we just pillage everything. So now, back to the ships. We need 2 more galleys. So 1, 2. And then we need also transport ships. We're not in a hurry with that. And also, they are faster. So making transports is faster. Okay, we just have to siege everything apparently. And now... Come on. Here we go. I mean, we could force this to continue. And vassalize these 2 guys here. Might not be a bad idea, right? I mean, why not? We could do this. But on the other hand, I don't want to fight this, and I don't want to delay this further because there's stuff we need to do now. So let's not do this. I think that's not worth it. So yeah, we would need to siege and everything. No, that's too costly in my eyes. So we get out here. And do we get music, please? There we are. Now, restate this. Because we want everything we can from these provinces. We pick new rivals, of course. So Damascus sounds nice. And how about Tunis here? And is Genoa out of the war? Yes, they are. So we can... What? You don't want us? Really? Why is your attitude neutral suddenly? Now we give them access, maybe that changes stuff. So, more importantly now, we need to fix our corruption problems. For that, we do a corruption measure. And we are going to revitalize our administration. So we are going to lose a bit of state reach, which is fine. It's just 5 state reach that we lose of our 65. But we immediately dropped by 50 in bureaucracy corruption. So we went down to 61% here now. That's very important. Another thing we need to do is we pick all owned provinces here. And we're going to send missionaries out. Because we need to convert what we can. So organize the missionaries here. Get 90%. Send all of them out. And there we go. So, that's that bit here. And now we have to get the alliance going. I assume... Why do you have the neutral attitude here? What did we do to you? I mean, can we just set this to friendly? What's their attitude, right? No, it's okay. But we can negotiate alliance now, so that should work. Yeah, celebrate it. Nice! We got the new alliance. And now we can prepare for the main war. We want... Oh no, we need to wait for the yearly tick. So we are going to get a little bit of manpower and force limit from these things here. And also we still want to make at least 2 more transports. So these 2 should be fine. That should be in time. So let's wait what the new year will bring us, because now we can wait. So the next 2 years will be preparation. There is a chance that Attica gets independent. And that might offer an opportunity to take them out. If you can, I would recommend it. Because that's pretty good development and provinces you need anyway. And it's a really good opportunity because they will lose their division status here in the first 15 years to a rebellion. And if you can, take profit from that. But it's not guaranteed, and I hope it doesn't happen here because I don't want to use these kind of special edge cases. What we else can do here is improve relations with Wallachia now. Because they are getting eaten by Hungary, as we can see. Okay, and our income went significantly up. So we had 2.4 ducats now, which is mostly due to the corruption changes. So we do get quite some taxation from this. In regards to taxation, there's another change I completely forgot. How much do we get from poll taxes? We get quite some money from this. Huh. Do we accept this though? Because poll taxes probably is a lot of cash here. I would still say do we cancel it? No, we are not going to cancel it yet. After the war with the Ottomans, we are going to cancel poll taxes. Because we can't use the revolt risk from this. That's too risky. Okay, 2.5 ducats, that's good. Let's improve our army. We can go up by 1 unit. We also want mercs afterwards. For which we probably have to take mercenaries. Loans, I mean, for the mercenaries. At least we do get decent favors now. 0.28. That's really good. We can later use the favors to get our core provinces back here. Which is going to be really nice. So the problem we can already see here, the Ottomans have 10,000 people. So that's a problem. And what we want to happen is that they go to Lesbos here. And then we can try to trap them. For which we just have to... Ideally they stay here for the war. So we're going to leave our navy here. So that we can immediately spring it. If need be. Don't split up, come on. So exactly that they don't do this. Yeah, everything looking okay right now. So we just wait it out. Yeah, they moved here now. Not good. And Bulgaria is just eating all of Serbia. Interesting. Can we... Let's cancel improving relations with Venice. Let's improve relations with... no, we can't because we own cores from them. So we have to attack them by force eventually. Can't peacefully vassalize them. Okay, now we just wait for the transport ships and then our fleet is complete and we got the new noble interactions, so let's do them. To improve everything we got. We also go with the marriage here. Just to push it up as far as we can. And then get the benefits of higher loyalties, higher taxation, and better force limit from this. You will most likely get to 5 force limit, maybe to 6, if you got really lucky. But it's rather unlikely. So if you maybe get Attica and these provinces, then you maybe get to 6 force limit. But you should rather count with 5. But you want to go overboard afterwards with like 6 eventually. Here we go. And we do have... Oh, that got cancelled because of the 1-year event, yeah. So we need to make the horses again. But we do have time. So the truce expires in December, I think, right? Ooh, Dulcarids. They allied the Dulcarids here? Which ones are that? Who are Dulcarids? Down here? I have no idea. But they allied someone, apparently. I hope they don't pull these in. Ah, not more clergy music, come on. Better. Maybe we should put shuffle off so that it just goes through the playlists. Okay, and our income has collapsed again. Ah, it's fine. Bulgaria going ham. Is there something we can do? Chalkidiki, Constantinople, Lesbos, and Ditomikir. Yeah, we all need these 4 forts here, so there's no problem. And nothing we can do, I mean. We do need an admiral here. Oh, that's a good one. And we want the military tech, of course. We also can take the admin tech here. And now, is there something we can do here? Yeah, I think we want to go to 6 before the war starts. We got 4 transport ships, that's the important bit. Because we need to invade Kanakkale and Bergama here from sea when we have trapped the army on Lesbos, if it works. There is always the chance that they move to Gallipoli and immediately into our stuff. And I just hope that they won't. So we're going to move our army away so that we are not too juicy of a target here. in the hopes that they will take the bait and go here into Lesbos. If they move into the central core here, that will be problematic, because then we definitely have to wait for Genoa to fight them. So we are in August, so let's go one up here. One more unit. I think I want to remove this fort here, because saving money. Yeah, Athenas is still independent. This one is protected by Venice. It's all usual. That Bulgaria is this aggressive is unusual. So that normally doesn't happen. Maybe that's a good thing. Oh, it picked us as a rival now. Great. We might want to go after Bulgaria after we finish the Ottomans. Say that would be a very good target, but far away from now. Okay, and we got 6,000 troops in total. That's all we can get here. There's nothing more we can do. There's a truce expiring. And now we should expect the war declaration in January, maybe even in December. There we go. It's even in December. They're still at war? Oh, they're again at war with Serbia. And now the question is, where are they going to go? Genoa's moving fleets in. This is problematic. Yeah, Genoa can help you or can screw you over. This is more in the department of screwing me over. Because I intentionally left the Thracian Sea open here. So they will now go to probably inlands here, which is something we can't defeat. But let's see. Medium looting. That's good. They just lost that ship. Good. Very good. Well done. Okay, where is your army? What are you doing? At least the 7,000 troops of Genoa has arrived here. And here we go. No! Oh, come on, Genoa. It almost worked. Okay, let's maintain this here. And then we are going to move to Gallipoli now. With Genoa. So we are going to put them as a target here. So Genoa, please go for this. Not too late. We are too late now. Come on. Stop blockading him. Genoa, you are not supposed to go there. That's way too dangerous. Okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to help them here? Are we going to try to take Gallipoli? That would at least solve a lot of things. We still have... That's the siege guy. We need... Ugh. Okay, but still better than using our king here. Okay, let's try it. We go to Gallipoli. Hey, why can I not click it? Okay, let's try it. So the siege rates is a decent speed. Yeah, 1 month per. Could be worse. Of course, we can roll a lot of status quo here. That would... Genoa don't. And now the Ottomans are going to... Yeah. Why? Why are you this annoying? Yeah, I probably would have trapped them here without Genoa. So that maybe was a mistake. And what now, What now, Genoa? Okay, we fight. We fight. Apparently we fight. Cool, cool, cool. Good, good, good. Go, go, go. There we go. Nice. That's good. 13 war score. And now we go for Gallipoli. Nice. That's good. That's also causing war exhaustion, so that speeds up siege. So they will be busy for like 2 months until that army is available again. If we get lucky, we can maybe siege it down. Come on. If you get Gallipoli, that's half the deal. Oh yeah, we got a +2. We got... Nice. We had a breach or something. Water shortage, nice. Okay, and they're down here now. That's good. The problem is now, how do we get over to the other side? Because the Ottoman army is there. So ideally we have to split them up and fight them multiple times, so that's very complicated. But if we get Gallipoli out of the way, that's already half the deal here. And I mean, the Lesbos trap is always there. It can still be done, if need be. If they are stupid enough, of course, but I doubt it. So now I think we also, after we take Gallipoli, we assign Bursa as the new target. You could risk declaring not allying Genoa for this war. Alright. Okay. We are going to free the peasants and not suppress them here, because that would probably lead to a civil war or something worse. Or rather, peasant uprising. We already have a pretender upcoming, so that's nothing we can stop. Oh, we got loyalty for free. Nice. Come on, Gallipoli. Come on. Oh, we even get point from show superiority. That's really nice. Come on. Just fall. We got so many good rolls and now we don't get any decent rolls here. Philadelphia's fallen now. Come on, please get the siege. Yeah, that's not going to work. 64%, seriously. Oh, our queen died. Wow. How about unlucky, please? Trade League disbanded. Interesting. Come on. Now we got it. And now we are going to assign Genoa as Bursa as for Genoa. So we can go over here. Oh, are they moving over? We got 5,000 people. Nice. We got a trap of 5k. That's good. So the capital is not defended. I mean, they can't defend the capital. That's what I want to say. So we got enough time until Chios has fallen. Because then they can go to Ola again. But until then... Yeah, this is really good. We can... Actually, we can just set our galleys here to get the siege bonus here. Not enough. Oh, come on. We only need one ship here. Do we get the bonus? Yes, we get it. Nice. We need 35. We need around 50% to make that peace deal. So they would probably already get out here. Yes. We want to take all of this minimum. That's the minimum war goal we want to get. Ideally, we also get Bolu. Ideally, but that's nice to have. Because that's not the core, but it's very close to the capital, so that's something really pacifist of all. We got Bussa already. Nice. Oh, we are close. We are so close already. Okay, now we have to be careful not to screw it up here. I mean, the army is still trapped here on Chios now. So we just siege what are you doing? You want to fight this? Oh, no, you're not going to do this. Let them lose. It's fine with me if they lose. Oh, on the other hand, we would get war score if we win. Yeah, let's help. In case it's not too late yet. Okay, or can we just make peace? That would be even better. I would not take Bolu if that's a peace deal we can make. Come on, game. Finish your tick. There we go. They would accept it. And they would even accept Bolu. Ooh. I want some raw reps. Yes. And money. Yes, here we go. Okay, that's the peace deal. That was easy. Just winning some battles and taking 2 provinces here. There we go. Bam. Rome is back on the map. Oh, this is so good. So we can remove this one now. We can... So we get... Nice. Oh, this is so good. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, so here... We have reached the point where we have reclaimed most of our cores here. So now we can already do this here. So few of the trucks will be removed. Got that one. And we can also reclaim the Propontis. Wait a second, we should cancel the core here. We don't even need the core creation here, although. No, this one is not covered by that. Anyway, we get prestige. Good. And we even got advancing inlands. So that's good as well. Don't really get much from it, but still fine. Really good. So, that's the war we had. And now the question is what to do now, because what we could do is immediately jump on the small states here and reconquer our other cores. And I think we want to do this. So let's do this. We go after Akishar. The main army is going to hunt their army. We go here. And after Akishar, we also do Aydin if we can. They're allied to the Imanites here, which is fine. The only problem we do have now is that we actually got 4 provinces which are majority Sunni. So, what's happening here? You were supposed to... Oh, whatever. Then we go there next. Ah, okay, we have to get the port first. Which yeah, you have the siege guy, so good. Now, the next step would be the stabilize the empire mission here. Average unrest is lower than 5. We are currently at 12.5, of course. But we lost the thing here for the 0.1 war exhaustion thing. We can't stop the Pretender Rebel anyway, so we are going to let that happen and see what we get out of this. It's more important that we take our cores that we can. So we take these ones here. Ideen, surprisingly, is not a core, so we are going to take everything except Ideen. Because we don't want to bother with stuff which is not our core yet. But we might vassalize them and then just flip them to... Oh, we could also feed that to Musia here. Mistra, I mean. We want to. We could. Yeah. We could. But first of all, we need our cores back. So next mission, because we still need to... So this is the coastline. Oh, interesting. The Ideen took the harbor from the knights. That's also unusual. So that's very in our favor here. Because we can complete this one. Yeah, we should do this. We should take all of this. And recover Aegean is nothing we can do right now. Yeah. So we are going to take for this mission here. That's all we are going to take. And then afterwards we have to stabilize and keep an eye on everything. So you move here now. But we can already make peace. So here we go. People don't like it, of course, but we don't care now. There we go. If we get an coalition, it's fine. Most are... yeah, that's fine. We can defeat this. So we do a reconquest here. 2,000 and 1,000. Yes, we can defeat this. So move here as right away. And now the question is, can we... Yeah, these guys here. I'm going to marry them here now. We're going to try to pull off a vassalization here. Yes, we can already, but we just need to get the alliance afterwards. So that's good. And I think we want to push out Inajits here. Because we don't need that for the Ionian coast. No, we don't. So we just defeat their army. And then we just siege this down and we go here. Because we have to go after the mentor sheets as well. Come on, come on, come on. There, and then these guys will probably make peace here. Yes. So bye-bye. And we siege that one down. There we go. Perfect. And the question is how we manage these two here, because they are not cores. I think we want to vassalize them, but switch their... Oh, we lost our king. Not cool, but can happen. So we need new advisors. We take discipline, of course. But it's also decent. Fine. It's not important here. What's going on with our income? Over force limit? This hard? Really? Ah, fine. We are going to renew trade agreements. Because we need it. Oh, that was of course bad. If we would have the fort there, that would be much better. We can't really defeat these Pretender rebels, but if I'm correct, they will cause, yes, a succession crisis. We are going to accept this because it's much more important that we expand our realm, so we are taking this intentionally. You can't prevent it anyway. Ooh, we get also reactionary warlords. Ugh. Okay, so this is the moment where we deactivate the poll taxes. And our corruption reform has expired. Can make a claim here. And then we can cancel the spy network here. Jandarid rebels? Why? Why would they come over here? Okay. Yeah, this is not looking great, of course, but yeah, there's the looming disaster, plus 20, so we are going to see this in a second, which is fine. We can probably negotiate with them, which is quite a nice feature. So, or else we just have to see what happens with the Pretender rebels. The bigger problem are the reactionary warlord things. Yeah. I think I want to vassalize these ones. Everything else doesn't make sense because we shouldn't go out of our course here. That's too risky. And will actually be not beneficial to our... So we just continue. Imperial Reconquest, Mugler. And we have to switch port to here. And then that's the last mission we want. And then we can stabilize from there. Take out the army. Yeah, there we go. That's the succession crisis. What we are going to do is we are going to offer him share power. And we get a 655 from this. So that's... What? A 3-5? Something is bugged here. Okay. But still, 3-3-5-4 is still better than nothing. I think there's a bug in there. I need to investigate. Funny. Yeah, we can't... Ooh, there's a coalition now already. Not good, but fine. Ooh, our heir is a zealot. That's, of course, also quite useful. Let it slide. We are going to sell this to the burghers. Yeah, the coalition might be a problem, but hopefully it's not. We need to start searching for allies now, so maybe we can get Hungary on our side, maybe. Alternatively, we could try to ally with... You won't like us, right? We could try to get Cyprus. It would be a nice vassal as well later on. Yeah. Okay, there's a bug here as well. Okay. That shouldn't have happened. I made so many precautions that this doesn't happen anymore, but it still happens apparently from time to time. Okay, we can cancel this fortification now. And we are going to sell this to the nobility here. Okay, can you get me music, please? Yeah, the question is now, how expensive is this going to be? Because we want it for the mission. It's another 15. Eesh. It's another 15. But we are going to get Genoa on our side if we do this again. If we get a coalition war, I mean. Extraction in Mysia. What is in Mysia? It's probably just salt, right? Yeah, sea salt. Okay, so we just sell it. That's more money for us. And actually, we can invest some of the cash we got into fixing Constantinople now. Because we need to pull it up now. Yep, and so that would be 15, or we do Roman vessel. But they would have terrible loyalty, so I don't think so. Let's take it like this. Oh, we don't have a vessel. We don't have a... We don't have a diplomat, I mean. So we take these. Here we go. And now we are going to start stabilizing. But the question is still, so we can seize Ionian coast here, right? And this will remove the forced autonomy here. Then it will be gone. Can even take... Maybe we should take this ahead of time, but we can also keep that in reserve. So that will remove the... Apparently it's not properly localized. The last bureaucracy stuff here. We also get claims from this. There we go. And now the question remains, do we want to keep these two? Even though we know that the autonomy will be terrible here. I mean, they are of our culture, so that's a good thing. Or can we make a vessel? No, we can only make Nemanchis and Epirus. But we could give it to Mystria here. If we want to. But the question is, when can we integrate them? Because I don't know. But that would help us to getting to the stabilize the empire mission much more quickly. So I think this is a good idea. We are going to give these 3 to Mystra. So Caria, Doris, and Militus. So that we do not have that problem here. And now we only need to fix a Bithynion here. Perfect. We can also re-establish the theme system here for all our provinces for the moment to properly rename them Roman. Attica is still a subject. That's interesting. Yeah, now we do have a coalition against us, which is a problem. But one thing after the other. We pick Naples here and Austria because we don't want to antagonize the Mamluks here. We're still going to conserve our trade posts here because we are unable to trade. So we need to take what we get here. There we go. That's this one. Now we are going to see the... let's delay them 1 month. Handle them. So harsh treatment here. Because now the question is, what can we stabilize and how? Okay, we can get 2 more units, which we should do. Ability. Will they finish in time? I think it's 30 days, right? No, 60 days, October. Yeah, it will still finish in time. So we increase our force by 2 units. That will discourage the coalition to fire, if possible. Ideally, I mean. Yeah. And now we have to stabilize, because the next goal is the Stabilize the Empire mission. So we need stability of +2. That can be done. Because we are going to also do now a grain dole, even though that will be very expensive, probably. So to get us out of the negative stability here. I'm also going to do aggressive policing here now, to reduce the manpower recovery speed. Really? They are going to come here again. Come on, seriously. Now this will reduce the... Ah, come on. Karnik as well, that was to be expected here. But it's fine. Now we're going to continue improving the loyalties here. But we are not going to do yield concessions or anything. We're going to do one more marriage here. Because we don't want the prestige deficit and the centralization deficit from this grant. Due to the fact that centralization is one of the things we need to get the autonomy goal. And before I make a cut in this episode here, because the early game is now pretty much over, I'm going to explain what needs to be done now. And I might continue this playthrough here just for fun. Not 100% sure right now, but it... What are missionaries doing? They are available. Didn't we send them somewhere? Okay, let's take this one here. Come on. There we go. And now we take all own provinces again. And we are going to... Clergy, please. Clergy. Organize the missionaries 90%. Up you go. So that's the other part we have to fix. To get the religious autonomy modifiers gone. Get them gone. Yeah. So it's massive here. The others should be fixed though, right? This one shouldn't have it. Ah, marginally. Yeah, because there's still some Bogomil left, but that's fine. And this one here doesn't have any because it's purely... Yeah. So, now, the hardest goal from the Stabilize the Empire mission is the legitimacy and the autonomy. So getting to 20 prestige will be possible, especially now that we have taken most of our cores. Not all of them yet. So some are still missing, but that's fine. And we can also start now to take stuff from Genoa. So we can go back into curry favors here again. But we do have 24. And what we want to take is now our cores from them, with favors. So let's take, let's investigate Wallachia again. So we can vassalize this guy here. That's also something we want to do now. And we want to start rebuilding our empire here. So we're going to ally them. Can we also ally these guys here? Nope. Our relations are not good enough. Heretic Crusaders. Okay, so we will never be able to ally them. Good to know. Hungary. How about us here? Hungary has too many diplomatic relations. Yeah, that's not my problem. Okay, we're going to continue improving here. Bulgaria is alone. That would be tempting, right? Forced conversion with the Union. But Imperial Reconquest would give minus 50%, so we could take everything from them. That would be possible, so let's vassalize these guys here. And can we maybe also befriend these guys here now? Yes, we can, so... We are going to make vassals left and right. We do have a lot of diplomatic slots here. We only have one proper alliance, and that's Genoa. So that's not ideal. And also we are going to weaken Genoa now. We are going to leave Chios though, for the moment. We are going to get... Let's start with Amastris here. So we got a core back. We need a lot more. Because every core that we get back is 0 point something prestige less here. Should update now. Yeah, 0.1 prestige per core. So there's still 10 cores left which are not taken. And some of them are in Genoese hands, and some are in Venetian hands, and so on. Hungary declared war on Batu Ulu, so they are going after the horde here. Okay. And you will be our first vessel now. Perfect. More income for us. And now... Oh, the Razzo has expanded. Let's also improve with the Razzo. So if we can get both of these Albanians as vessels, that would be perfect. And then we go up to Bulgaria here. So let's... Hungary. I think we can get them as an ally. But we need more troops still. The biggest hurdle is still force limit, but we are 8 of 8. Our income is almost positive now. So that's a good thing. Now, before I talk too much, and I want to cut it here because the early game is done and I explain what needs to be done now. So, you need to get your autonomy down. We are at 74%. But, of course, we do have a massive problem with the war exhaustion. So, we are going to just wait this out because it has a stability impact. It does not have an autonomy impact. But stability has an impact on everything. So, this one gives us devastation, which is a problem. It gives us unrest, which is a problem. And what we need now is from the stability to get our legitimacy up and our prestige up. And then we can get our autonomy up from there. And also the centralization, which we are increasing behind this. So it's 0.75 per year, which is a lot. This will also help. So we are here on variable. So we do have a lot of passive increase. We could even consider doing the appointed reform here. So that will be very beneficial. This will be the last stretch, because first of all we need to fix the war exhaustion. When that one is done and we are pacified a bit more, then we switch to the autonomy reduction. Because right now, I think it's getting better on average now. Yeah, it's going down slowly, but we can still improve on this. Now, Venice requests privileges. We are going to do this because money is money. And we are going to continue selling stuff to the estates here to fix our state property here. 157%, that's still a lot because it costs us 11%. Maybe we should... How about we give some stuff to the commoners, but what should we give to the commoners here? What do we have? Forestry. Yeah, we don't need forestry. So land reform, resources, forestries. Get rid of them. Like, I think we give all the forestries away. Prepare the reform. What do we get from this? What? State corruption? Really? No, we don't want that. And if we give that to the burghers, property grants, also state corruption. Okay, so our bureaucrats don't like it. And if we just give half of the forestries away, what is that going to do? 20 corruption still. Yeah, no. Yeah, in this case, we eat it and we just let it be bought from us here. It will take some years to get solved, but I'm not going to eat 20 state corruption because that's really not what we want here. I would love to plunder the horde as well, but that's nothing we can do, right? No, that's too risky. That's way too risky. No, we continue to prepare for Bulgaria here. But we can make a cut here, because you can stabilize everything from here, and you can continue, and the coalition shouldn't attack most of the times. But even if you can defeat them, you have still a military advantage, and you have Genoa in the back. Just needs a little bit of micro if need be. So next step would be to focus on Greece to get this resolved, but we would also vassalize Bulgaria next to therefore have another friend here. And there are two options what you can do here. You can either go and take all provinces and then release Bulgaria again and maybe feed the western parts to the Albanian provinces here. Or you just vassalize it directly, whatever you prefer. In regards to the Greek parts, after this one is relatively stable, you need a fleet and you need Genoa, and then you go after Venice here and these bits here. They will, but I would recommend to take the course first from Genoa, so delay this a bit because we are not in a hurry here. Even though the missions are of course tempting, you get legitimacy and aggressive expansion impact, but it's also very expensive to do and get all this. So it's possible, but no hurry here. More important is to stabilize the empire mission and then restore the city, which is also quite nice here. But 30 urban development is far away. We are at 19. So you need to invest into the residents here. We need to get the amenities up. So actually that's something we can investigate here. It's the last thing, how much money you need for this to do. So you already know it's about, oh, okay, it's cheap. So in this case we do it, but we are going to build one extra unit so that it doesn't decay. Rank 3. No, not by 3 ranks, improved to rank 3. Runner 22, let's do it. There we go. Pull it up and then the growth should be better again. So, yeah, leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you have fun with playing the Eastern Roman Empire and restore it.